I think that's working.
I'll check.
Alright.
What's
This is on Durianrider cycling tips.
Okay.
Where would the questions come on?
Sorry?
Where are the questions going to be?
I think you might have to just go to YouTube and then hopefully your stream shows up somewhere. And then you can just
There we go.
yeah, just click on that. And is it live? People are already in here.
They ask me questions?
Mm.
So people can see me, or what's the deal?
Maybe just refresh the page or something.
Refresh this page. Processing archive, please check back later. Where, how can you see the questions on there?
I don't know. I just went to your channel and
What's going on? I don't know. Lay off the gas, mate. What do you calm the fuck up? Get in the big dog. Hi, Grandpa. Say something. How do I even get on here? Bear with us there, folks. I'm training up for a 24-hour live stream and just sort of seeing what the deal is. Hello from Poland. Durianrider, you are a faggot. Hello, sexy Kent. Balls. So yeah, bear with us on this little live stream. It's the first one ever. Hopefully, good things. I'd like to do a 24-hour live stream coming up. Cycling questions, etc.
maybe you can open it up in Firefox and it's not this account, you know?
Here we go. Good call. Firefox. Doing a lot of cycling tips. Chris Froome's going to win the Tour de France this year. I just put up a video on my main channel. Chris Froome's definitely going to win the Tour de France. His form looks so good. Oh, here we go. Got 80 people watching. So why did that work? Chris Froome's definitely going to win.
Pause this so you don't have to listen to stuff.
Oh wow. Here we go. Wow, this is pretty interesting stuff. All right, so we're on. So why did that work then on Google Chrome?
Well, I think it's just because
Not on Google Chrome.
I think it's just because that was the account that you were signed into, so something's fucking up there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's like a proper chat client for creators or something.
Yeah, so maybe what I'd have to do is sign in and then go to Firefox to read the questions.
Yeah, for now.
For now. All right, so we've got some questions here. Everyone can see these questions, can't they?
Yeah, that's like a live chat.
Live chat. What's my number one cycling tip? It would be... number one cycling tip would be water. Because water's the first thing you run out of if you don't... Water. It's got to be water. Because you can run out of carbs, takes a few hours, but water, man, you can cook yourself in 10 minutes on a really hot day. So I'd say water is number one. Pissing clear every 2 to 3 hours is my number one cycling tip. Hello from Arizona. But just quickly on that first question, number 2 would be carbohydrate, number 3 would be pacing, and number 4 would be sleep, number 5 would be cadence. What do I think about Andre Amador? Who's that? Andre Amador. I've got my Google tech support here, guy. He doesn't want to be on camera just yet, but we'll put him in later on. Get Andre Amador. Let me look it up. Andre Amador. So does this stay up? This is a video, so it's going up forever, isn't it?
What do you mean?
So when I stop live streaming, it just becomes like a YouTube video.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's like it will ask you what you want to do with it.
Okay. Andre Amador is a pro, rides for Movistar. He looks familiar. I think maybe I've ridden with him in Adelaide, 2 and under. 180 centimeters, 72 kilo. A rouleur. Next question. What did you make of Froome's descent? That was pretty fucking hectic, man. Did you see that? Chris Froome was like riding down the hill in the Superman or the aero position. Just so dangerous. Like, if you those asymmetric chainring slip the chainring would have been game over. But it was pretty epic. Why are you using meth, bro? No meth, just water, mate. What's my favourite bike race and why? Tour de France. I like the Tour de France because it's, people get out their holidays, get outside and have a look. Probably the Tour Down Under is best because, Tour Down Under. I've seen in Tour de France, I've been in Tour Down Under. Tour Down Under because it's in Adelaide, and Adelaide's like the best city in the world that time of year, so thousands of cyclists. It's just, you got to go to Tour Down Under with your bike, Tour Down Under time, January, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Hello from Costa Rica. I've been there before, nice, beautiful country, a lot of good nature. I got my Giant Defy Zero, thanks for life, good bike. Morning from UK, lost 180 carbon up cycling this year. I remember my friend Chris Randall lost 150 pounds carbon up and just riding his bike around. Didn't even have clicking shoes. 150 pounds, done and dusted. Bit like Craig Roberts, cycling slim. During, are you voting for Turnbull or Shortland? I don't know what that is. What's Turnbull or Shortland?
I think they're runners.
Runners. Harley, what do you think to eating bread? I find bread's pretty salty, and I eat salty foods, but I find bread is a bit drying. So I eat pizza, vegan pizza now and then. I'll eat a vegan sandwich, but it's more on the rare side, I'm definitely more of a fan of fruits, sugars, rice, potatoes, etc. Just kind of like, what are you trying to do?
I was going to mute the audio so you can watch it.
Mute the audio. That's a good idea. So got that, and then just press play.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a
lag.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think we're going to come back up here.
Interesting. Just bear with us while we're getting the hang of this.
Yeah. So that's pretty much live. It's a bit of a delay still.
Yeah. Well. Interesting stuff. Durianrider, you're a legend. Thank you. I'm recovering from a broken... Isn't this fucking epic, man? There's all these people online looking for tips. This is the future, live streaming, YouTube.
And this isn't even your main channel.
Yeah, this is a cycling channel.
And there's already 150 people in there.
Wow. This is what I'm talking about. Hang around people who can fucking show you tips. I had no idea about live streaming. I sort of heard about it, and then Kieran's like, you should do live stream. I'm like, here, show me how, man. Just like Kieran had a problem with his bike this morning. I could help him with that, and he's helping with the live stream. So it's just about giving and taking. Is Ben Greenfield on the gas? He's not even that good, so I don't know. He's on the carbs though. Tends to be lower carb.
You need to scroll down or something.
Yeah. So what was that broken leg one? Someone said, "Show us your tits." Show you my guns. Oh, God, show. I'm not sure I can show nipples on YouTube. Wow, there's a lot of holy shit. Where'd that comment go? There's so many of them now. Alright, we're just going to have to roll with it. I'm recovering from a broken lower leg. Tips to get back into it, exercises, stretchings to loosen up. I would say get sunshine on there. I'm not sure if John White's as a male, so I would look at maybe, it's controversial, but microdosing anabolic hormones. But that's you have to do homework on that. I know that I've had dental surgery and I used a bit of test. 250 milligrams, just real low dosages, and my dentist claimed that my recovery was just next level. So if I had a broken leg, I'd definitely use test myself. Assuming you're not a tested athlete, but yeah. But otherwise, tips to get back into it: early nights, 8-9 p.m, and spinning, exercises to stretch, and just maybe a light walk. Whatever you can do that doesn't hurt your legs. Just listen to your leg and avoid painkillers if you can, because if you've got the painkillers, if you've got extreme pain, take them. But don't train with painkillers because you might be doing more damage than good. If you need painkillers to sleep or to get surgery, fair enough. Who's going to take the polka dot dudes? Did Paris? Maybe Rafael Marco, I'm not sure. Richie Port, probably. Just got my first bike yesterday, Carbon Live Avail Advance 2. Nice work. Remember, always mark your seat post after a bike fit. Maybe a little gentle scratch or a bit of whiteout pen. Mark your seat angle, so if anything slips, you've got a reference point. Have I tried the asymmetric chain rings? Yes, I have. Oh, no, sorry, I haven't. I know what they are. Yes, I do. I know what they are, but I haven't tried them yet. But there's one I might get. It's called the Absolute Black. It's just the little ring. I might try that. I've had friends use them, and the shifting can be a bit out. I don't know. I like stuff that just is easy to work. How to increase my calf muscles? It's genetics, man. You either got big legs or you don't. Like, you got muscular calves or you don't. Even no amount of steroids is going to change them that much. They might become more vascular or defined, but if you don't have Lance Armstrong, like Chris Froome could never get Lance Armstrong calves ever. Even though they're riding at the same watts per kilo, it's just genetics there. What bike do you recommend for a female in the US under $300? Maybe just go to bikesdirect.com and get one of the hybrid bikes with no suspension. Maybe save a little bit more money and let's get a hybrid bike. Maybe a Trek FX 7.3, is it? For about $300-400. One of the Trek FX series with no suspension. Just a hybrid bike will get you around. Hello from California. Love the channel. I love California. Can you debunk the Aussie elections? I don't even know. We'll go there. Make clickbait titles. Would Chris Froome be one of the best cyclists of all time? Definitely. Definitely fastest cyclist. The best is a relative subjective term. What does that mean? Best. Best. I'd say like GC rider, yeah. But best is best meaning how much watts per kilo you can put out in 10 minutes. Is best how many people you can bring to cycling. Is best how many people you can contribute to whilst you ride your bike. It's a very subjective term. I'd say one of the best GC riders for sure. Is there a difference between training between the pro teams? So I've trained with the pro teams. I've probably trained with over 1,000 pro riders since 2003. You think every tour and under since 2003, I've been riding with pro teams. So that's hundreds of riders, about 100 riders per year. So well over 1,000 riders. All the big teams. I've trained with Wiggins, Cadell, Lance, Contador, Sagan, even before they were big names. And one thing I noticed is that Team Sky and Astana, when Lance was there, were the most sort of organised. They were really like cadence, smooth, nothing too hardcore on the wattage. And every year, more and more power meters came to Adelaide since 2007 onwards. And then I started seeing more riders. Now everyone's got power, except for a couple of French riders who just sort of guess it. But I would say the difference is Sky is a bit more organised. Pro cycling isn't as organised as you think. It's some pretty amazing mistakes they make, noob mistakes. They're just running out of gears. It's pretty amazing. Sleep, water, sugar, motherfuckers. Number one cycling tip is have a bike. Hey, Durianrider, I had a race yesterday and today a race again. Do you have any tips on recovery and food? Sounds like this person's in a stage race. My tip would be sugar. Sugar, water, and sleep. Sleep, water, sugar. Drink enough water so you're piss and clear, at least every 2 or 3 hours, and get like a big bottle of water and put maybe 200 grams of sugar in it. Shake it up and just sip that over the next hour and a half when you get off the bike straight away as like a recovery thing. It's almost as good as doing an IV drip. And that way you increase your glycogen retention. So many riders, they miss that glycogen window. They have protein or fat, which reduces the carbohydrate uptake. So I would say sugar water, man. Sugar water would be the most powerful thing for recovery, nutritionally. And go to bed early. And just smash in the carbs as soon as you can. I learned this from Jonathan Wouters. He would get like a litre bottle of water, scull that straight away, and then have the sugar, and then maybe have a later and get a massage, and then smash in dinner really early. So that way your body can just repair the glycogen, restore the glycogen a lot quicker. A lot of guys are on caffeine and they're doing press, so they're G'd up and they're excited, and they're not hydrating and carving up, so they miss out. What are you laughing at?
What's a better investment, meth or a power meter?
What's a better investment, meth or power meter? I would say definitely the power meter, because it's going to last you a long time. Good morning from England. Harley joined GCN. GCN's a great channel and they do some good things. I remember those guys used to ask me for advice a couple of years ago. I happily gave it to them on email. Video about Nate Diaz admitting everybody's on steroids. That's coming today. What the hell with Van Weasel on Vegan Cheetah channel? It's trolling hard. People fucking believe it, don't they? How do I make my legs look stronger? Shave them and put some oil on there. Why are you so fit and lean if carbs make you fat? Good question. When are you coming to Costa Rica? I haven't been to Costa Rica since 2007. No plans on returning, not because I didn't like it. I'm just sport here in Thailand and Australia. Shram Red or Ultegra Di2? SRAM Red, or I'll take a Di2. Probably SRAM Red, because you can pick up pretty cheap, and if you fuck up your rear derailleur, it's not going to cost you a lot of money. But they're both good. I've used them both, and I've got a couple of SRAM Red bikes, and I've got a few Di2 Durace bikes. It's all good stuff these days. It's all good stuff. The SRAM, the Shimano's, all good product. It just comes down to keeping your chain clean and your cables adjusted. Best place in the world to cycle would be, what do you want? If you want training partners, Adelaide, Australia. If you want variety of roads, Adelaide, Australia. If you want cheap living, Adelaide, Australia. If you want tropical mountainous environment, Chiang Mai, Thailand. But there's a lot of good places in the world to cycle. Everywhere's good, really. Everywhere's good. There's just some places a little bit better. But it depends what you want. I heard about a door giveaway. I'm going to give away a door tomorrow. Show us your tits again. Make another shit cyclist say video. SRAM or Dura-Ace? I would say depends, and that's probably the question before would be just look at what, if you like, the levers, man. Get the feel of the levers and see what you gels with your hands. That's why I like Shimano better. It just fits my hands better. It's not that it's better quality, it's just fits my hands better. Angry Vegan said Van Weasel drank EPO laced with drain cleaner. Where's the most beautiful place you ever cycled? A lot of good places, man.
Someone actually say that?
Yeah, that one there. A lot of good places in the world to ride. The most beautiful. I mean, you get good sunset or good sunrise. Some magic places, man. Power Meter Cyclist says, check out my channel. I have to suss it out. There's a lot of cool channels out there, and I don't keep up, and I do apologise. Do you get bored on longer rides? What's your fix? Bored on longer rides. Tomorrow I'm doing a 200k ride. I'm getting up at probably 3:30, meeting the guys at 4 a.m. It's going to be a long ride. It's going to be an epic ride. Tips for longer rides is eliminate time and distance remaining. And stay hydrated, stay carved up, and just sort of let your mind wander. You know, just sort of like daydream a bit, maybe listen to an audiobook. But I like to be able to practice where I'm just like chilling with my thoughts. So just plan and think about stuff. Ask yourself what you're grateful for. When you're grateful, you're never bored. Again, Harley, show us your tits. Should I invest in the Canyon or should I ride a bamboo bike? I would say the Canyon's going to be high performance faster if you're going for every second counts, but the bamboo bike is going to be more of a conversation starter. And it's going to be stronger as well. What happened then? Have you ever won a real cycling race? Definitely. My first race I ever won was 1999, and it was a cool feeling. It was at the range in Adelaide, South Australia. It's in like Div 3 C grade, and I attacked on the climb and won. It felt like quite surreal. It felt pretty cool. You look back and there's no one behind you, and you're like, did I just win the bike race? It's pretty arbitrary, but it was good fun. First race you always remember that you win. Harley is legit answering all these questions. Vegan boobs. What's up, dude? Would I get benefits doing spinning every day to improve my fitness for climbs? Spinning, you mean spinning as in like in a spin bike, or you mean spinning up the climbs? Because if you ride like Chris Froome, you spin to win, you'll be getting better. You'll be getting better gains. Again, if you've got a power meter, it helps a lot because you can pace yourself in the climbs. You will be able to work out what watts you can do for your favourite climbs, and you work out what watts you have to do to get a better time than last time. What is better for training, volume or intensity? Volume. Definitely volume, because intensity, it's easy to cook yourself, but volume, anyone can do volume, really, to start with. So I just stay with volume. Just ride at talking pace. Get a copy of my cycling ebook. Link down below. There's no link down below, but I'm other videos. Just type in Durianrider's Lean Body Bible. I've got little training programs in there, but volume is the most important one. Ride at talking pace. Is that Angry Vegan in the background, lol? Are you writing this or someone recognising you?
Someone's recognising you.
Cool. That's pretty good. Is calorie restriction good for your watts per kilo? No, because just eat clean, man. Eat clean and train well.
One of my 72 subs is recognising me.
It's good. Best entry-level pedals and shoes. That door's me. Oh, thanks, man. Best entry-level pedals and shoes, I'd say the Shimano A530 double-sided pedal, with flat side and then the other side's a clipping. A530 shoes, whatever mountain bike shoe you like. 29er plus bikes, I reckon just a 29 is good enough. But if you live in the snow, a 29 plus might be better. I don't want to shave my legs. You don't have to shave your legs, Ivan. You don't have to shave them. But as long as you've got oil on them, you'll be sweet. When are you going to bike in Amsterdam, the bike mecca? Last time I was in Amsterdam was 2003. And I was living in Belgium. I lived in Aalst, Belgium. We were racing over there. You know, often venture over to the Netherlands because it was beautiful cycling in the summertime there. How can I get the pro look? Just eat raw to 4, ride your bike, and you become the meth look, no worries. How do you ride at steady wattages? It's just practice. It's just practice. When are you going to plan on getting a new TCR? I don't know if I'm going to get a new TCR because the one I've got now is so good. Why would I get a new one if that one's alright? Dylan says racing the Doi Internet Challenge 2017 potentially. But back on the TCR, the new TCR's got the through axles disc brake, but I've already got a Defy and I don't know, the discs on the TCR, it's good, but I've already got disc brake. I don't know, might just get one. It's pretty good in it. First world problems. My TCR now is good enough. What should I get my FTP to if I want a sub 40 Deutsche next year? Current PB is 43.22. Well, I don't know what your FTP was this time. Well, basically what you want to do is work out what your power was for your 43.22. Let's say it's 230 watts. Well, next year, if you get the same weight, you want to be able to do 250 watts, and you'll be going sub 40. So if you think you've got weight to lose, then that will just come off over the next year, and you'll go faster for the same given power. All right? I can't remember this person's. I'm forgetting. There's a lot of people this year. It's hard for me to remember everyone's YouTube profile. But all you have to worry about is work out what if you want to do better on the 40-minute climbs, work out what power you did for them, and then just once a week do a 1 week a TT once a week at that power. So let's say you did 230 watts of Deutsche Tep once a week, do a 230 watt TT for 40 minutes on the flat or a climb or rolling, and you'll get better, man. Why do you always recommend an endurance bike over a more racy style? I just find endurance styles a bit more higher up. It's easier to ride longer distances. Like my TCR, I slammed the stem this morning, and then once I did TT, I put it back up to its endurance spec. So you can do that as well. What do you think about some place in Bulgaria, the Chiang Mai of Europe, for a future festival? I'd have to go there to check it out. I've never been to Bulgaria. Sounds pretty cool, though. If you have excess fat to lose, should you only train in zone 1 or 2 or go harder? Depends how long you've been training for. What you'll find, though, if you look back at what you did last year, is it more than what you did this year? If what you're doing now is more than last year, then you're doing fine. If you're still doing zone 1 and 2 last year, so eating very clean, and you're not getting your desired outcome, then yeah, you can step it up with a bit more intensity. But if you're doing more this year than last year, there's no need to increase intensity. Otherwise, you can just cook yourself a bit. So give your body some time to catch up. Can I use prednisone to help my training? Corticosteroids are very popular. I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, once you start dabbling with stuff, don't. If you have got a medical situation, maybe, but no. Better off doing it natty, man. I wonder, are you into philosophy? Depends, Harley, do you play CSGO? What's that?
It's a computer game.
I don't play computer games. I used to be a big gamer back in the 90s. It's too much time wasted. Alright, let's get some more questions here. So will all these questions be on the final video?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, they might be. I'm not sure. I think YouTube might do that. I'm not sure.
We'll go for another 6 minutes. I'm gonna get something to eat, but I really appreciate everyone coming on here today and asking me all these questions, because this is going to be the future. This is fucking incredible. This is like Tumblr on steroids. How to be a YouTuber? Get a fucking iPod and just fucking up. Just get your fucking webcam and just start doing this shit. That's how you do it, man. How much water do I drink in a day? Enough water so I'm piss and clear at least every 2 or 3 hours. Steam Starch says no, only the video stays, not the questions. Interesting. Miguel Indurain or Chris Froome. What's the question? Can you eat too much for a big 100k ride? You can't eat too much, but if it's a full gas 100k ride, yeah, because you'll be like digesting food and trying to ride, 300 watts or whatever.
Erwin's in the chat.
Erwin's in the chat.
Yeah.
What's Erwin saying?
He's saying, wait for dinner tonight.
Wait for dinner tonight.
No, where?
Oh, wait for dinner tonight. Mayo, it's going to go to Mayo Mall, make it easy. Erwin, Mayo Mall, 4 o'clock to start early. Or I'll be there at 4. Thanks. Well, this is pretty... How to cure saddle sores. Freely's got a big saddle sore at the moment. You just have to take time off the bike if it's too bad, or wear cycling shorts. I mean, Freely wears a G-string under her leggings, so she's more prone to saddle sores and infections. So you can't wear knickers under your leggings or cycling pants because you get friction, you get a saddle sore. And one way to minimise that is just to wear cycling shorts and put some moisturiser on your contact points. That's what I recommend. But if you're doing big miles, you're going to get some saddle sores because primarily it's just salt sweating out of your body and it acts like sandpaper, right? Because when you sweat out salts, the granules come out and it can act like sandpaper on your little sensitive bits, on your groin area, your perineum, etc. And then it can be prone to infection or a boil or a saddle sore. So you always use some moisturiser on your contact points if you're doing big Ks. Who's the fastest woman up Doi September? This year it was, who's the fastest chick? Anna from Colorado, Anna the vegan.
Is that Paul's girlfriend?
No. Marie did it. I think it was Anna, and then Steph, and then Joanna, and then Marie, and Freely wasn't on it this year. She hasn't done a time yet. Not enough training. Freely probably about 45 minutes.
45?
Yeah, this year. What bike would you recommend for a 110 kilo person? I would start with maybe like a flat bar hybrid bike or a 29er mountain bike and go from there. You're not going to stay 110 kilos very long. I cannot find a good saddle to save my life. Saddles are personal preference. I would recommend something that's flat. I would recommend something with a cut in the middle of it and you sit on your sit bones. Saddles are personal preference and angle it so it's flat or maybe half a degree down.
It's also like being new. You get all this pain.
And if you're new as well, you got to break in your body, break in the saddle, look at this bike fit, make sure the bike fit hasn't moved by marking your seat height. Also, get out the saddle every few minutes, which is easy in hilly terrain. But if you're stuck in the saddle on a flat road, then you can get, you cut off blood flow and cause more chafing. So get out the saddle every few minutes. And when you get out the saddle, don't sprint out the saddle because if you slip a chain, you're going to be smashing that concrete with your fucking jaw. So when I get out the saddle, I'm not stomping the pedals. I'm just sort of getting out the saddle and dancing a bit. And if you're wearing shoelaces, be very mindful your shoelaces don't get caught around the crank. And that's why I recommend cycling shoes that have straps or little boa dials versus shoelaces. If you do ride with shoelaces, tuck your shoelaces in, make sure they don't get caught around your pedal because I've seen people crash because of that. Does a Garmin 920 connect to a power meter? Yes, it does. Anna D for Curo next year. I reckon, man, and her bike was in that light, so she did pretty good. Next year, maybe we'll get on Freely's bikes a bit lighter. Meat is banned from the festival. I mean, it's a vegan cycling festival. Like, why would you want to turn up? Ever used a dyno hub? No, but we had a guy this year. There's Jerome, I think his name was. There's a French name. Excuse me if I'm doing it wrong. The squirrel of the forest squirrel. He was going to turn up in a specialised AWOL and blitzed it. Just smashed it up the Doi low 30s. And he had a dynamo hub. I'm going to have to ask him what hub that was, actually. I'm going to ask him right now because it was obviously fast enough. Yes, where is he?
Who's that?
The French-Canadian guy. Where is he? I'll look it up later. I'll continue my live stream. Do you remember the guy on the specialised AWOL?
No.
Did well. Did very well. I'm really bad with French names. I apologise to my French audience out there. Getting off the alcohol makes all the difference. Yes, it does, because alcohol kills your red blood cell count. Alcohol is reverse blood doping. How do I get people on the vegan side? Appeal to people who want change. They want positive change in their life. Be the change you want to see. People will come to you. How old were you when you became a vegan? It was April 2001. So 24, is that? 24? About 24? 23, 24. What should I do on a rest day? Just ride. Easy. Go to the shops or walk. Just keep the body moving a little bit. Just keep the blood flowing. And just carb up as normal, hydrate as normal. But I'll still ride every day. I'm in Florida. It's so flat. I feel for you. Is Bittersweet dead? No, he's not. He's still kicking around. Daniel, Bittersweet, Astoria 242. I don't always agree with anything Daniel writes. You know Daniel? Bittersweet?
Daniel.
Yeah.
I think I recognise the name.
Very passionate kid. I do always, if I see something he writes, I like to read it because he does share some really powerful insights. Even if I disagree with a lot of the style he does, but most people disagree with me anyway. But yeah, got some insights, Daniel there. So hopefully he gets on YouTube and starts cranking it. What sugar do I use in my water bottles? I prefer organic sugar. Not sponsored, just organic sugar, and maybe put that much in the bottle with the bottle. What do I think of the Garmin 520? I don't like the Garmin 520. It's I don't know. I just don't dig the Garmin 520. I was on Philly's bike the other day. I was trying to reprogram it for her. Like I don't like it. It's hideous.
Is that 520?
Oh, you got the 520.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't vibe with me. I'm like dyslexic. You're more computer savvy, so it'd be right with you. If you're dumb like me, don't get it. Get a Garmin 1000 or a Garmin 920. These are easy to use for me. The 520 does my head in. All right, Erwin said, who got the sexiest bike at the Royal Ford Bike Fest? Who had the sexiest bike this year?
I think Sunday had a pretty sexy bike.
The Giant, the Vale? I would probably go with Erwin's bike. The Stealth Black Machine looked pretty good. That looked pretty good.
I'm just going by looks.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Again, that's subjective. How to increase red blood cell count? B12 shots, in my opinion, B12 shots, early nights, 8, 9 p.m. B12 shots, early nights, doing cycling, staying hydrated, and carbing up because your red blood cells die off if you don't get enough carbohydrates. If you do a water fast within 16 hours, you're killing red blood cells. So carbing up, definitely. Did I have an alcohol problem back in the day? Define a problem. That's a subjective term. I would say I had a problem. I haven't drunk alcohol since July 2001. What happened to me laughing?
Erwin says correct answer.
Okay, correct answer. Erwin's sexy bike. I would say I haven't drunk alcohol since July, Bastille Day, July 2001. I mean, I've had like alcohol, Listerine, but I haven't drunk alcohol. One time I did have a sip of a drink that had alcohol in it. I thought it was this lemonade, and I sipped it, and I spat. I think it was vodka or something. Jealousy of vegan cheaters of you. Vegan cheater, he's got some. He says some bullshit, but I do like his presenting style. But he does take it a bit too far sometimes, and it's not funny. How to raise my average speed? Don't stop at traffic lights. Hold on to cars, and risk death. Average speed means nothing. What matters is your 10-minute power. How much power can you hold for 10 minutes? Because then everything's based on that. Yeah. Focus on 10-minute power. Average speed means nothing. Where can I get cheap chia seeds, and do I eat them? I'll eat chia seeds, but I haven't bought them for years. Froome looks like an evolved rider. His cadence is really good. How to fix a fucked posture from sitting too much? I don't know. If you find out, let me know. Man, this live stream is going to be the death of me. I'm going to sit here a long time. Holy shit, live streaming. What time we got now? How do we know?
It might be on here. Just like go along the bar and I might show you.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't say.
Oh, we'll go to the start. 35 minutes.
Oh, so you just hit the start. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, so that shows how long ago that is.
How come it's not clicking over? Do I like to dance?
It does like when you go back over it.
So you got to put it down and then up again.
Yeah.
Tubes versus clinchers. Tubs versus clinchers. Definitely clinchers. Tubulars, I'm like high maintenance. I'm definitely not a high maintenance sort of guy. Why is there so much pretentiousness in this sport? I've been fucked by shops so many times, etc. Wrong fit. I think the pretentiousness comes from people who are trying to calorie restrict. And when you try and calorie restrict, which is common in running and cycling, you become a little bit like, you don't have much energy for anything else. And you become fucking pretentious fuck. Like Kayla Itzeen's boyfriend Toby driving around Adelaide's Ferrari, Lamborghini Huracan, whatever it is, and parking in the fucking disabled wheelchair access parks. Like, pretentious as you get. How long could I hold 400 watts for? 5 minutes. 5 minutes max at the moment. What do you reckon of Drew Rice? Drew needs to come to Thailand. Come train with us, bro. Thailand next year, Drew likes Rice. Chiang Mai. The doi is waiting. Mate, the Rice is waiting for you, bro. Where the fuck are you? What do I think of the New York City taxi pimp Friedman relocating to Chiang Mai and do a cycle with him? Mike, the taxi, I don't know what that means, but Mike is in the Propel. I think he wants to get a canyon with disc brakes or something. He's going up there. He normally goes up in the afternoons. We're up in the mornings. But he was there this morning. Was it yesterday morning? I don't even know what day it is. But I remember talking to him recently. He was orange and black Propel. I'm coming to Adelaide to destroy your segments. Bring it on, Aaron Fisher. Best BMI for triathlon or cycling, probably around the 21, 19 and 21. Depends, whatever. Between 19 and 21, whatever you can hold your most power and be sane, that's good. Live streams help. Fruitbat 80 says, come on, Drew. Wow, this is really interesting, this live stream thing. Carb Strong Cycling says, how old before someone can't improve cycling performance because of their age? It depends. What if you start cycling when you are 50 years of age? You'll be improving till you're 80, or no, you'll be improving for a while anyway. All right. What if you're Chris Froome? Chris Froome's not going to be as fit as he is now when he's in maybe 5 years' time. So it depends on when someone starts and what someone's doing. Endurance bikes out from Giant. Disc brakes, bigger tyres, endurance geometry. This or the TCR from Arounder. I'm interested to see what Giant's going to bring out this year in terms of the Defy. You know, Richie Port loves durian. Durianrider or durian the fruit? I don't think he does. Best tips. Vegan Boobs asks, best tips for writing, releasing an ebook. Just get it done. Just get it done. And then release it. And then fix it as you go. Fix it as you go. Don't wait till it's perfect. Just put it up, launch it, make it live, and then make rolling changes if you need to. 25 or 28C, what do you think? Depends how smooth the road is. If it's smooth roads, 25. If it's rough roads, 28. Disc TCR review. I will next time I'm in Adelaide. Oh. I've got to get going anyway, guys. I really appreciate everyone being on here today. I appreciate everyone being on here today. Oh my God, this is hectic. This is awesomeness. This is not even the main channel. Wow. Really cool. I appreciate everyone for coming out today. Let's do more of this. Leave some questions down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you want to see more live stream. Let us know what you want. Communicate with me. Openly communicate. Now, how do we close this bad boy off?
Just go into OBS.
OBS.
And just click stop.
Stop streaming.